Hey Libra, how are you? I hope you had a wonderful month of August. Welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you haven't been here before. Judging by the last couple of months readings that I've done for you guys, hopefully you did have a good month in August if everything came through for those that the message resonated with. Anyway, so this month we're going to look at September. In terms of astrology, just to let you know quickly, I'm not going to talk too much astrology today because there's not a hell of a lot going on. But for you in particular, your ruling planet Venus is going to head over to Scorpio on the 9th, which is the same day that we have the new moon in Virgo. So that's cool. Venus moving over to that area is really, really good. Venus is a lovely, loving, supportive planet in whatever house of life she transits generally, even when she's in retrograde. Venus is just a lovely, lovely energy. So for you, Scorpio is one sign away from you, so that could impact on your second house, which could be your finances. So who knows? That's just generally speaking. Obviously, for every different Libra out there, it will be a different house depending on your birth chart and where Scorpio falls. But generally, being one sign away, that would be your second house. So let's see what's going on. Let's make sure I've got this volume up high, because I think last month some of you were saying the volume was a little bit low. Yep, it's up on maximum. That's cool. Okay, so let's see what's going on for September. So general reading, all the info you need to know, guys, is going to be linked in the description box. Personal reading, the deck I'm using, any questions, just check the show more box and everything will be there. Okay, Spirit, so we want to tap into, ooh, look at that, the star card has just fallen out for you straight away. Represents the sun sign of Aquarius as well, I should say, but generally the star card is about being hopeful, you know, keeping the hope that everything will be okay. So let's see. Okay, if there's a message for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, please let it be known. What does Libra need to know? Lovers. Oh, wow. So for some of you, this could be good luck, keep the hope, keep the faith in your relationships, whether they are business related or romantic related. The Lovers, for me in particular, is more so linked to, personal love relationships. Also, this represents the sun sign of Gemini. So we've had two other air signs fall out. We've had Aquarius and Gemini. So could be dealing with either of those. If not, then the message is remain hopeful in love. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. What does Libra need to know, Spirit? What's that? Success. Oh my God, Libra. Can your cards get any better? I mean, these are just the jumpers. This is not the main message. But hey, the last couple of months, you guys have been on a roll. So we've had the six of wands, flip over for you. So 6 as a number is generally the number of success throughout the tarot, and in this particular suit it represents things like public recognition, okay, success, promotions, being recognized quite openly for something that you've done, could be work related. The wand suit does link quite closely to creativity, passions, work, projects, that kind of thing, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, the cards that have fallen out before this have been like the Lovers, so it could be success in relationships or some kind of recognition from your partner, but that's definitely the card of success. Libra's on a roll. Okay, Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, and we've got King of Pentacles. Could even be finance, stability, King of Pentacles is the card of stability. This is a really, really solid energy. Pentacles as a suit obviously does relate to finance, wealth, money, the tangible things in life that we class as being secure. But it could be in your relationships that they will be solid, they will be secure, they will be grounded. Also, Earth, representing all the earth signs, so Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn, as well, earth signs, but this is a real solid and stable energy. Good, it's looking good, Libra. Wow, it's looking really good. Let's see what comes out in the main message. Okay, So first card for Libra will be the Theme. Second card will be the Heart of the Matter or Issue for Libra. Third card will be the Recent Past. Ace of Cups, New Start. Fourth card will be the Present, and the fifth card will be the Potential Advice. And the sixth card could be a future outcome. Okay, now we've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so this is the card of deception. This is the card of, I call it deceit, backstabbing, gossip, that kind of energy. And you have the Ace of Cups fall out before it. So it could be that there's a new start. If there has been, surrounding any Libras out there, any sort of, you know, white lies, maybe a bit of dishonesty, maybe a bit of, you know, betrayal, not being 100% honest. So we'll see what comes out. Okay, oh, 1 second. Sorry guys, had to pause, I'm back. Okay, so let's give them one more shuffle, one more quick shuffle. Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising. Yeah, okay, so we had the Ace of Cups, New Beginnings. We had the Seven of Swords, the deceit, the betrayal, the little white lies, the backstabbing fallout, and we've just had the Three of Swords, which is definitely the card of betrayal. Definitely the card of heartbreak. As you can see, there's like 3 swords through a heart. Sometimes indicates third-party situations, you know, when you're with someone who isn't 100% available. This could be you, this could be them. It may not be that way. It could just be general heartache. So I feel like from the cards that have jumped out, we've had 2 real messages. We've had the first one, which was kind of like positive, have hope, you know, keep going in your relationships. And the second one that have just come out from those cards being a new start. And I feel it's potentially a new start after any of the Seven of Swords or the Three of Swords energy, which is basically dishonesty. Okay, let's get to it. Enough previews. Let's get to it. Let's see what's in store for Libra. Obviously, some of you needed to hear those messages. Alright. Libra. Now, hold here. So we're going to go here. And the bottom of the energy is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this card talks about the energy is focus. It's about being focused on something. As you can see, there's a guy here who's got all these pentacles around him and he's focusing on just making just one pentacle. Now, in reverse, to me, that feels very much like a lack of focus. For some of you, like maybe some of you haven't been focused on something that maybe you should have been in the recent past. Pentacles is linked to money, finance, wealth, that kind of things. That could be, you know, your finances you haven't paid much attention to, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that area of life. It could just be generally like you might have been feeling a little bit unfocused. So we'll see. We'll see how that comes out. Okay. Nine of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Good. Okay. 6 of Swords. Okay. 2 of Wands. Lots of fire here, guys. And the Emperor. Lots of fire. You have more than 50% of your energy is fire. That's not a bad thing. Okay, let's look at this closely. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, I don't really need to look at this long to pick this up, really. It feels like there's been a loss, or maybe for some Libras out there, or a particular Libra. I don't know who these messages are for. I never know until you let me know in the comments. But it feels like maybe there's been a loss and it's something you invested in. Yeah, but looking forward, it looks really, really good. Okay, so yeah, there's been a loss and you're now moving forward. So yeah, you've got the 5 of Pentacles in your heart of the matter. So this is about, you know, poverty. It's the card of poverty, not having enough, being left out in the cold, or even physically losing something, a person, place or thing, a situation. You take what resonates with you, Libra. But it definitely feels to me like there's been a loss, and whatever it was that you've lost was something that you invested in quite heavily, because you've got the Nine of Wands, and this is, you know, about investment. This is the card or the energy that's just before we get to the stage of completion. You know, it's that putting the last sort of rod or wand, if you like, into the ground. And it's about feeling as though I've gone this far, can I go any further? But yes, I can. I've got to keep going, I've got to keep going. It's all about investment and passion as well, because it is the wand suit. So I feel like for some of you, this is the thing. This is what's going to be going on in September, or this has been going on in the recent past, or it will, depending on when you watch the video, come to you in the near future. There's a loss over something you've invested in. But, you know, looking forward, it looks good, and it feels very much like, you know, you've been trying to move forward. You know, you've been trying to move forward from this loss, definitely, because you've got the Six of Swords in your recent past position, and this is about travel. This is about movement. This is about forward movement. This is about getting over challenges as well, because the Six, you know, the Sword suit is the suit of challenge, and the Six is like movement. It's the first, you know, getting over the hurdle of the Five, because Five tends to be the number of challenge across the tarot, as you can see, with the Five of Pentacles, which is the loss. So the Six of Swords in the Sword suit is moving forward, which is good. Which is good. You know, you've been trying to move forward. It could be that what you've lost could be a fire sign person, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, quite potentially, because you've got Aries down here as well in your outcome position, and you've got a lot of fire, which would be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. But then again, it could be for some of you that whatever this loss has been, that you've suffered, is something that you're very passionate about with the fire, rather than being a fire sign person. You know, so I feel in the present for you, it's about looking to the future. Yeah, with the Two of Wands, and that's exactly what this card is about. You know, planning what's the next step and what's the next stage. I mean, in this particular deck, it's not highlighted as well as it normally is, but you normally have a man standing by some steps, looking out over the water with the globe in his hand, and it is about looking out on the horizon. What can you do next? Your plans, your forward thinking, putting things into motion. And then when we get to the Three of Wands, that's when, you know, you expect something back from all the hard work that you've put in, all the plans that you've made. So I feel as though, even though, you know, this sadness, this feeling of not having enough, this loss, this poverty, whatever it is you've experienced around something you've invested in, or potentially a fire sign person, keep pushing, Libra. Keep pushing as you have been in the recent past, and start to think about the future. You know, in the present, in the here and now. As soon as you've watched this video, as soon as you've clicked down on it, think about your next steps. That's what you should be doing in the present. The advice and the outcome looks good though. It looks good because it feels very much to me like, you know, something else could be coming in to you for sure. And whatever is coming into you is going to be something quite solid, quite stable. Something you can trust as well, with the Emperor energy. But in your advice position, you've got the Page of Rods or the Page of Wands. In this particular suit, it's rods, and the pages are the offerings. They are the new beginnings as well. They're not like the brand new beginnings like the Ace. It's like a brand new start, a brand new opportunity, but it's kind of like picking up where you left off with something which maybe didn't quite get started, or maybe didn't follow through with. You know, it's brand new in that kind of respect, not brand new, but it's going back to something that maybe you've been working on. And the Page of Rods as well, it's a very adventurous energy. You know, it's about branching out. It's about linked to travel a lot as well. And it's linked to being, you know, inquisitive, curious and passionate. It's not really a reserved energy. It's about really moving forward and looking out with like a broad outlook on what it is that you might want. And, you know, whatever it is that comes into you could offer you something quite adventurous, something quite exciting with the Page of Rods energy here. as your advice. So keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for offers and things that come to you. And as I said, I do feel like it could be quite solid because of the Emperor. The Emperor is a major arcana card, so it's not a day-to-day energy like these guys, you know, pages and fives and so forth. It's something quite significant. It's like a life lesson or a significant bit of advice. It's one of the cards which are quite strong in energy in the tarot, and the Emperor is exactly that. He is, as a person, it represents Aries, first of all, the sun sign. But as an energy of a person, it is someone who's very in control, okay, because that's the Emperor in control. Someone who's very knowledgeable, someone who's very solid, someone who is also can be quite dominant because it's fire, and Aries is quite a dominant energy as well, being the first house rulers of, you know, the self, me, what I want. So as a person, look out for someone like that coming into your life. As a situation or thing, it could be that something that comes in which is just really, really solid, and something that you can trust with the Emperor as well. Something that you can trust. It's quite a trustworthy energy. It doesn't have to be, you know, just because the Emperor's a man. It doesn't have to be a man. It's more about the energy. So, yeah, I mean, you've got the Eight of Pentacles as well as your energy for the underlying issue, which is, you know, in reverse, the lack of focus. So I feel like your present card position, which is the planning, looking for the future, if you have had a lack of focus about what's going on in the future, what it is that you need to want, what you really want, now is the time to focus on it. Especially if you have been in the recent past trying to move forward. If there has been a lack of focus, then this is going to be really hard to achieve, you know, which could be why it's in the recent past rather than the present here. So maybe you need to turn this, you know, upside down, the right way up. And if you're focused, then this Six of Swords energy of trying to move forward and this planning could be a little bit more successful for you around, you know, the future, and look out for the offers that are coming in. This could be linked to travel as well, so you might get an opportunity to travel, you know, with the Page of Wands there. It could be travel, or the fire sign person, another fire sign person, or an Aries, or just something that's really, really going to be quite exciting for you. Lots of passion. It's not going to be dull. I don't get the feeling like that whatever's coming in after this loss is going to be dull at all. With the Page of Rods sat right underneath the Lord, the Five of Pentacles, it's not going to be boring at all. It's something that's going to push you. Something that's going to give you that passion, that spark, with this energy, with all this fire. Just looking at it to see if I get anything else. Yeah, I mean, when you think back to what we had jump out, we had the Ace of Cups when we were shuffling the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Swords, and Three of Swords, which was the betrayal, the heartache, the, you know, the kind of, not negative feelings, but the untruthfulness come out, and the Ace to sort of give an indication that, you know, there can be a new start. Before that, we had the Star, the hope, the faith, in love with the Lovers. So if this is a relationship for some of you Libras out there, which it may well be, there's hope and there's faith. We had the messages fall out at the beginning. If it's not a relationship for others of you, we still had the Star card with the hope and the faith, and the Ace of Cups with the new beginnings as well. And also, you know, heartache, like the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords. All that kind of energy doesn't have to necessarily relate to relationships. It could just be jobs, it could be work, it could be life, it could be family, it could be anything. You take what resonates with you, Libra, but it definitely feels as though this loss or this heartache or this betrayal or the white lies or whatever it was that may have upset you recently, there's hope moving forward. There definitely is hope moving forward. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull you an angel card based on this. Don't think I'm getting anything else. It's quite a clear message, and stay focused. Really, really do stay focused, because this isn't the kind of energy that we want upside down. You know, we want it the right way up. Because when there's a lack of focus like this, no one gets very much done, especially if you're trying to move forward, you know, or you have been trying to move forward. Not very much is going to get done. Okay, Spirit, if there's a message for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, please let me know. Oh, you just had a card drop. Let's just grab that card on the floor. Okay, Libra, so your card is You Are Lovable. Okay, so it is the flower Camilla. The message is You Are Lovable, and it reads, love who you are. Love who you are, as you're created perfectly. Everything about your true self is beautiful. So love who you are as you're created perfectly. Everything about your true self is beautiful. So I don't know if that means anything to anyone, if that resonates or someone needed to hear that message. And I think we need one of these as well. Let's go with an affirmation card as well, because it feels very much to me like this is a situation that does need to be perked up. Even though it looks good in the future, you know, with things coming in, especially things that are quite solid and that could be quite exciting. I do very much feel, Libra, like a lot of this is going to depend on you, because you've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So a lot of it is going to depend on you bringing your energy up so that you can plan, you know, in the present, and you can have your energy and yourself open to receive this Page of Rods, you know, whatever it is that's going to come in that could be quite exciting. So let's see. Okay, what does Libra need to know, Spirit? If there's a message for Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, please let it be known. What does Libra need to know? What's an affirmation for Libra? What does Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising need to know? There we go. We've got cycles. Okay, so your message is cycles, Libra. And it reads, we are all becoming. Surrender to your changes. Release your fear. Trust this powerful process. Okay. The loss. For those that it resonates with. Any loss that you have experienced, I feel like it's very much linked to this. Surrender to the change, release the fear. It's all part of the powerful process. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for you, Libra. Have a wonderful September, a wonderful month anyway, regardless of what happens. Keep your head up is what I feel like I want to say. So keep your head up. You've had a wonderful 3 months over the last couple of months. You've had a good summer, some of you, based on the readings that we have done. So if something has happened, then there's hope. Yeah, we had all the messages in the beginning, and it's here as well. It's here with this advice, with the Page of Rods. Something else will come in. Whatever this is for you, only you are going to know. Whatever the Five of Pentacles energy of loss, not feeling enough, not feeling like you've had enough, poverty, whatever it is, financial, love, work, something else is coming in. It's right there. And it's just been confirmed. It's all part of a cycle and a process. It's part of a change, it seems like, that you need to go through, some of you. So have a good month. Please like, share, subscribe. I wish you all the best with this situation. And I will see you in a few weeks when we look at October. So have a good month, Libra. I'll see you soon.